Hello and welcome to Bradford. My name is Gene Lewis. I am the principal here at the South Campus. The South Campus houses our kindergarten through third grade students. Our teachers have put together a video so that you can learn more about our kindergarten program. Welcome to Bradford.
Hi, I'm Kirsten Lawrence, a kindergarten teacher at Bradford. Here at Bradford, we feel it's very important to have joyful classrooms. And part of our way of promoting joy in our classrooms is greeting each student every day with a hi or a hug. Part of being a joyful learner is being engaged in your learning. That's another huge emphasis here at Bradford. So we promote student engagement through hands-on activities, student choice, working with partners, playing crew games, and problem solving in authentic situations. So I'm going to talk to you about our literacy program. We use Daily 5 here. Once again, we chose that approach because it increases student engagement. So in Daily 5, the students can choose what activities they'd like to do each day. One activity they can choose is read to self. So we have lots of different books of different genres and different interests that the students can self-select. During Read to Someone, it is a very engaging time because the students partner up and they will read with a friend in the classroom. And that, once again, can involve reading the pictures and also reading the words in books. Then we also do word work where the kids will practice either their ABCs or their trick words, and that is through games. So an example of that is tic-tac-toe that they will play when doing word work with a partner. Another activity they do during Daily 5 is work with foundations. It's our phonics program here, and it is great for this age group because it's a multi-sensory approach, which means the kids will use their bodies when forming and writing letters. There's chants that they also say, and eventually they get into using letter tiles that are colored to make. Listening center, the students will follow along with the book as it's read to them using the CD player. And then after they enjoy the book, they write about what they read. And we have rubrics highlighting what they can do to earn 1, 2, or 3 stickers. And all of this is taught to the students throughout the school year. So as the students are engaged in all the Daily 5 activities, the teacher is pulling small groups of students and working with them at their instructional reading level. So at the beginning of the year, many students are working on their alphabet knowledge, and as the year progresses, we move into the kids reading books. But this is completely based upon each child's needs. So some students start the year with reading books.
I like reading because you get to learn. I like writing is because you get to write about whatever you want to. I like reading because you get to share. I like writing because get write all cool stuff like dinosaurs and stuff. I like reading since you can sound out words and then you know what the words are.
So to continue with our student engagement, during Writer's Workshop we write a variety of genres, and we start the school year with teaching students how to draw a detailed 4-star picture. So we create this rubric together so the students understand what a 1, 2, 3, and 4-star picture looks like. From that, we build upon their knowledge using magic lines. So those are lines that represent words. And by the end of kindergarten, students are typically able to write at least 2 sentences, and we call that the alphabetic principal stage. Developmental rating continuum. So we have examples of student work, and the reason this is so powerful and engaging for students is each child has a mark that shows where their level is, what their writing goal is for the time. And as they progress through kindergarten, they will move their clips to the next stage. And our goal is to have the children articulate what their goal is at that point in the school year. And they keep moving and progressing throughout the school year.
Is alphabetic principle, and what I'm working on is starting with uppercase letters, ending sentences with periods, and 2 to 3 sentences. My writing goal is word pattern, and you have to do 3 or more sentences in a high quality picture and starts with an uppercase and different words every time.
Hi, I'm going to talk to you about our math block. Our math block is broken up into 3 parts. We first start with a whole group lesson where we learn a new skill or we review a skill by digging deeper. We then break the students off into what we call layered math centers. Within these layers, they are allowed to play hands-on games that teach them and solidify the skills that they are learning. They have a must-do activity and a can-do activity. We then also incorporate technology during this time. We use a website called MobiMax that allows the students to work on math assignments that are at their skill level while earning points towards games and prizes. The students love it. We then come back together to do a whole group review of what we learned, as well as have an exit ticket to move us into our next activity.
I like math because there are always fun centers. I like circling the number of how many days we have been in school.
Part of our kindergarten classrooms are purposeful play centers. We have 6 fun and engaging centers that students rotate through regularly throughout the week. We change out the centers based on the interest of the kids. We have an art center, sensory table and games. We have a dramatic play center, writing center, building, and iPads. Activities are often changed throughout the year based on the holiday or the time of the year. Purposeful play gives students a chance to work on vital social skills and play with their friends.
Kindergarten, our biggest project comes toward the end of the year where our students are studying living and non-living organisms as part of our last science unit. They get paired up with another student and become an expert on a certain animal that we have assigned to them. We have a zookeeper come out from the Denver Zoo that explains to our students that they're looking for some help from our classes here at Bradford to design new habitats for some animals living in the Arctic, desert, and rainforest regions. Our digital teacher librarian comes out and assists our students in doing some research in an app called Pebble Go, where they look for living and non-living items that their animal will need in their habitat. The students spend their time designing and building their habitats for their animals before the zookeeper comes back out to review their work and see if we can help the Denver Zoo out. The level of engagement is so wonderful to watch, and it is integrated with some fun along the way.
I live in the rainforest because they need water there, and they need fruit that grows there to survive. So what we did here was we made the little plants on the ground. We did the vines hanging down, and there's a vine with yeah. And here's the little cards. This one's mine. Here's Sean's. There's the nest. And there's the nest. They're not exactly sitting by it because they want to look out for danger and protecting the peace.
Hi, I'm Kara Berg, Assistant Principal here at Bradford, and I'm just going to talk a little bit about some opportunities our full-day kindergarten has. They get the chance to go to art, music, and gym class, which are all taught by certified classroom teachers in that content area. They do go for about 45 minutes and rotate around throughout the week with those specials. We also provide them with the opportunity to be exposed to character traits so that they have some social emotional development around integrity and honesty and those pieces, and we continue those kindergarten through 3rd grade.
Hello, I'm Miss Stuckey, the digital teacher librarian at Bradford K-8. Our kindergartners have a weekly library lesson with Mrs. Auburn, and that allows them to check out from our school library once a week. Then I work with teachers and students to do technology integration and beginning research skills, which we continue to develop as the students get older. Thank you for taking time to learn more about Bradford K-8. We have teachers and staff that are committed to all children having a joyful learning experience. We hope you choose to join us.